All right, hey
Yeah.
there, I'm Alanis here at several states in Chicago, talking to Newfound Interest in Connecticut here with.
Mark?
Matt King.
Moshe.
Matthew.
Yeah, so how do you guys feel about playing a show tonight?
We're pretty excited. We never played Chicago before. Yeah.
It seems like a good place to start.
Yeah. And a lot of these bands are bands we listened to when we were starting up, so that's really cool to be invited and to like be part of that whole history, but also keeping it going.
Nice. So yeah, you guys like don't play a lot of shows in general. Is it kind of hard to coordinate 5 to 6 different people depending on the lineup?
For sure, yeah.
Oh yeah, well yeah, it's a constant
Trick, coordination.
but it's worthwhile, and yeah, it's been great getting back together with everybody. Yeah, we didn't do much, especially U.S. touring. We're mostly playing in Canada, Ontario, when we were active. So it's exciting. Yeah,
Have you guys made it to Connecticut yet?
we drove through. Yeah.
We drove through.
But yet to play, no, yeah.
But did you take the long dark path to get there? Or did you take a highway?
Surprisingly, no one's ever done that to us in an interview yet. You're the first. It's good. No, it was quite sunny that day. We were eating pizza.
Well, in the Arctic Circle, the sun's almost always on it, so it's pretty bright.
That's another thing. We have never played the Arctic Circle either. It's on the list for sure.
It's at the end of the list, though.
Or at the start. It all comes around.
Yeah. So your guys' album, Tell Me About the Long Dark Path Home, it's one of my favorite albums. It's one of those albums that kind of changed my perspective on music in a lot of ways because it combines so many different elements of storytelling and different types of genres and seamlessly flows them all together. Like the way the song titles even blend into each other, the computer stopped exchanging information, started telling stories, and then they kiss. Like everything perfectly flows. What was the conception of that like?
I mean, it was, we take our time and things sort of came together. It wasn't a big grand plan at any point. It was, as we wrote songs, we noticed connections between some of them. Some of them naturally were just like a long song we broke into 3 parts that became 3 songs. Some were old songs that were like, oh, they could actually go together as a grouping. And then once we had the grouping, and then it was like playing with the idea of what can we do with these groupings, and that sort of, it all just sort of came from discussions and ideas and connections, and it wasn't from a conceptual plan, but it sort of became one on its own, which I think adds to its strength because it's just like it feels right, and it feels like you're discovering it through the process of making it. Anything to add?
Yeah, we didn't force it.
So whenever I describe you guys to someone new, I always describe you as a mix of Godspeed You Black Emperor and then Flint. Were any of those like post-rock / like indie bands an influence for you?
You want to take this?
We loved Godspeed. I mean, some of us probably still do love Godspeed quite a bit. I remember these guys introducing me to that band in the van. I was 16 and we were heading to Quebec City. And then I remember using his driver's license as a fake ID to go see Godspeed because I was a youngster in the band. Everybody else was 19 or whatever. 19 is the age in Canada. So yes, very much with Godspeed. I feel like Slint we got into like many years after we had already broken up. But Godspeed, 100%, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I'm a massive, I have a Godspeed tattoo on my upper back. Like, I'm a huge fan. What? Looks like you had a question. Yeah, so what is it like now that the album, it came out in 2005, we're now just barely 21 years into the future. What's it like reflecting on this legacy of this record?
It's interesting and like overwhelming at times, both in good and like challenging ways. So like when we play these shows and people actually, because on our original run, like we were struggling to build our audience, whereas now like people come to the shows and they come from all over and they know the words to the
They're to
songs.
see us.
Yeah.
That takes an adjustment period.
And it's really cool, but then it adds like a a layer of pressure that we want to live up to that. We want to live up to this idea people have built up from listening to the record the same way we build up for the records that we love. And so you got to just try to honor that. And so far, it's been really cool and great. And then you'll hear the stories like you shared of people who've deeply connected with it and how it impacted their lives. And everybody's different and has that different story, which adds a whole new layer to the album for us. And so it's like a good give and take. It's really rewarding, and it's been one of my favorite parts of getting back together.
So, was there a reason for there not being a follow-up or a second record?
Yeah. We stopped being a band after 4 shows. We released the album, played 4. No,
Yeah.
we decided we were not going to be a band anymore. But we're like, we got these songs
Yes.
and we really like them, so let's finish them and record them, put them out, play a couple shows, which is a big ask for if somebody's like, I'm done. And it's like, okay, how about another 6 months? But luckily, that we had that extra 6 months, and we got to play, I think, 4 shows after putting out the record. And then, I was already in a couple other bands. Motion was in some other bands. And these guys were finishing up school, and lives started to take us different ways. It's
Yeah. So, is there ever any chance of any more music coming out?
coming out. We'll see. It's currently there's some things going on in the closet.
Yeah, we're definitely exploring, right? Like, we found just practicing the old songs, we would naturally get back into the same sort of noodling around and warming up, and things developed, and we're not gonna not explore and see if that leads to anything. We just don't want to, get ahead of ourselves, but yeah, we're trying.
Yeah. Sometimes they're cool little noodles, and sometimes we're playing like Cereal Joe or something.
That's a deep Canadian cut.
Also want to add, people have been asking us that question for a long time. And it's scary, because I feel like 99% of the time it's not good. It's no good, like bands taking a really long hiatus and then trying to sort of recreate the alchemy and get back to an authentic version. It's a really hard thing to do, but we're experimenting. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.